What's up guys, Dan here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you everything you need to know to set up an Amazon seller account successfully, and that is whether you are in the United States, Canada, Europe, or anywhere in the world where you're allowed to sell on Amazon. So I'm super excited for this video, and I'm going to be revealing a lot of the mistakes that a lot of people make when setting up their Amazon Seller Central account that really prevent them from being able to sell on Amazon, and also that can bite them back later in their Amazon journey. So that's why I'm super happy that you guys are here with me today. Let's go ahead and get started. So if you're brand new to selling on Amazon and with online business, then I want to share with you a little bit of my story. So I started selling on Amazon about 2 years ago now. I started in March 2017, and ever since then it's been the greatest decision I've ever made in my entire life, and it has allowed me to reach 6 figures online with my Amazon business, and then has allowed me to reach multiple 7 figures online with Amazon and with other online businesses as well in the e-commerce space. And it has also allowed me to grow this amazing YouTube channel where I help fellow entrepreneurs like you get started with making money online, living their dream life through passive income businesses, and through e-commerce. So super excited for you today, and I just want to let you know that it can seem very complicated and it can seem daunting at first, but let me tell you, I had fear when I was first starting out. I was like, is this going to work for me? But in today's day and age, e-commerce and Amazon, it's the greatest force in the 21st century. And the best way to ensure success is to ride a rising tide. And that's exactly what Amazon FBA is. Through Amazon FBA, you are able to go and pretty much sell products, and you don't have to go and package them in your garage. You don't have to go and ship them out to your customers. Amazon does everything for you, and they'll take care of the customer service, the returns, pretty much everything. So it's passive income, and that's what actually got me interested into it at the very beginning. So let's talk about some first things to remember here. So number one, this video specifically about setting up your Amazon Seller Central account is for people from the United States, from Canada, and from Europe, or for people around the world who are looking to start selling in Amazon USA, Amazon Canada, Amazon Europe. And this video will also apply to Amazon India, Amazon Japan, and the other Amazon marketplaces in Asia as well. However, there might be a few differences, a few local differences, but by following this video, hopefully you'll be able to go and you'll have like 99% of the things that you need to know in order to set up your account. Now, the second thing I want to remind you is that you don't need to be from the United States in order to sell in the US. And same thing for Canada, and same thing for Europe. You don't have to be from a specific country. You don't have to be from Amazon Germany if you want to sell in Germany. You can actually be from the United States selling in Germany, and vice versa. And so that's the beauty of Amazon, really. Like, you're allowed to sell from anywhere in the world on any marketplace. And I have a video covering the differences between the marketplaces and which marketplaces are the best to start selling in, the pros and cons, and the best strategies in order to reach $10,000 a month as quickly as possible in passive income with your Amazon business. And so you can watch that after. Make sure that you watch this video, because then you'll have your Amazon Seller Central account ready the right way and not the wrong way that many on YouTube are showing. And now, reminder number 3, very important reminder before we start selling, is that you don't need to have an Amazon Seller Central account until you found your product already. And so through product research, through the product research techniques that I show on my channel as well here through all my other videos, there you'll be able to go and find amazing products to sell on Amazon. And what I say is that you don't need to worry about setting up your Seller Central account until you actually have a product, right? Focus on what's important, and that is finding a product. However, what I also recommend right now is that you watch this video, you start the process of creating your Seller Central account, because there are a few things that you need to submit, like documents you need to submit, and that might take a while to get approved. So while you're waiting on getting them approved, then you can go and find an amazing product to start selling on Amazon with. And reminder number 4 is that you will need an ID, so a driver's license, and then you'll also need a bank statement. So there's 2 things you need: the ID, which can be a driver's license or a passport, and then you'll also need a bank statement. So now I'm going to get right into Amazon Seller Central, and I'm going to show you exactly how to start selling on Amazon, how to set up your Seller Central account the right way in order to make sure that you're set in reaching 6 figures a year on Amazon FBA, 7 figures a year on Amazon FBA, and you're able to go and live the passive income lifestyle, and you're able to start a successful Amazon FBA online business. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, so now I'm on the page right here to set up your Seller Central account, and it looks like this. It looks like this. It says start selling online. So as you can see, if we go here, before you register, It's saying decide what you want to sell. As I've said already, it's best. I mean, you can either create this before you find your product, or you can do it after you find your product. You're really only going to need it after you find your product. But in reality, I recommend getting started now, like getting the process going now, because it might take some time for you to get your documents uploaded and approved and everything like that. So right here, it says choose a selling plan. There's 2 selling plans. So there's actually the professional plan, and then there's also the individual plan. And so you can either start with just the individual plan. However, I made the mistake with starting with the individual plan, which has no monthly fee, and pretty much you don't pay a monthly fee, but then you pay 99 cents for every sale. And obviously we can't sell like that professionally because that adds up like crazy. So I've made the mistake of starting with the individual plan and then moving to the professional plan, and I forgot to move to the professional plan when I had already actually started selling. So I was selling so much, I was making like $30,000 a month with my product, and then I realized one day, I'm like, wait, I forgot to switch, and so I was getting charged all these fees. So that's why I recommend just starting with the professional plan. And if you do get charged before you start selling, before you actually have your product in there, you can always email Amazon Seller Support, and or you can call them at their seller support number, and you can always just ask them for a refund and just explain to them, hey, I haven't been selling yet, and they're going to be more than happy to give you a refund. So let's go ahead. We're going to click on Start Selling, and it's going to ask you to create an account. So create your Amazon account. All right, so I'm going to go and create an account here. So we're going to put Dan Vass. All right, we're going to put an email here, and now they might send you a code to verify your email, so just go ahead and verify it. So now we got the code, we're just going to put it in here, click verify. All right, guys, so now we get to this part. So it says set up your Amazon selling account, and so what you have to do is you have to have the following available, so business name and address, telephone number, credit card that Amazon can charge, and a valid bank account, as well as your tax information. So for your legal name, that's your name. So for myself, I'm just going to put in my name here, Dan Vass. I've read and accepted the terms and conditions of the Amazon Services Agreement. Click Next. And now we get to this part right here. So for your business address, you want to put in the address that you registered your LLC or business with. Now, if you haven't registered for an LLC yet, just put your home address, because then you will use that when you register for your LLC. So I'm going to put that in here. So for your unique business display name, that is your storefront name. Now, for this, I don't recommend calling it something brand specific. I recommend calling it something broad. That way you can go and have multiple brands under it. So we're just going to go and call this Cool Essentials. All right, Cool Essentials. And then if you sell your products online, it says, okay, so store name unavailable. We're going to put Cool Essentials 75. Sometimes it might say unavailable, and then, if it says that, then just put in another name. If you sell your products online, enter your website URL, but that's optional. We're not going to put that in. And then you're going to want to put in your phone number in here. And so now, after we put in the code that we got as a text message from Amazon to verify our account, we're going to go and put in our credit card that we're going to use for our account. And so like it says right here, you'll be able to list products after we perform payment validation, which typically takes an hour, but could take up to 24 hours. So I'm going to put in my credit card number in here. And then if we scroll down here, you want to put in your bank account number, and you want to make sure that this bank account is not a random bank account. So make sure that this bank account is actually a bank account that you will be using to receive your money that you're making from your Amazon, to receive your deposits from Amazon. Don't put in a random bank account number, because that's going to come back, and really it's going to be hard to switch that. Trust me, from years of experience of selling on Amazon, it's really, really hard to switch bank accounts. It can be done, but why do that for yourself when you can just go and set this up right from the very beginning? All right, guys, so now I've got my bank account in here, as well as my credit card. I put it in above. So make sure that you check mark, I accept the terms and conditions set forth for all payments by the following agreement, and then click Next. And so now we get to the tax interview. So this is what the tax interview is. Provide your tax information. And so this will depend on if you are from the United States or from Canada. I am from Canada. My bank accounts are in Canada. So right here, for me, it's a little bit different. However, for you, it shouldn't be too hard. Just answer the questions, and you want to make sure that you answer them truthfully. And, obviously don't hide anything from Amazon, or else that will destroy the chances of you getting approved for an Amazon selling account. So we're going to hit Start. So right here it says, who will receive income from Amazon or its subsidiary? So individual or business. So choose individual if you are a sole proprietor, or if you already have an LLC, then choose business. And then for US tax purposes, are you a US person? And in my case, no. So, and then right here, I'm going to put business, no. Type of beneficial owner. You want to put corporation. And then here, you want to fill out the name of your corporation, the country, and then if there's a disregarded entity, just fill that out. Or if you don't have one, don't fill it out. And then for your permanent address, make sure that it's your business address. At the bottom right here, it's going to say sign and submit. So just sign and submit and then press continue. And that's all you have to do. Now, if you are from the United States, you're going to need an EIN number. And I'm going to show you how to get that right now. EIN IRS. That's all you have to do. Type in EIN IRS. And right here, you're going to be able to apply for an employer identification number. And you don't need this if you're not from the US. If you are from outside the US and you are setting up an LLC in the US, for some reason you are doing that, I recommend setting up a corporation in your home country. The taxes will probably be lower unless you live in a country with very high corporate taxes. And there's not a lot of those in the world, but you're going to need an EIN if you decide to go the American LLC route, because anybody can set up an LLC. Doesn't matter, you don't have to be American. So if you're going to use an American LLC, then you're going to need an EIN. Right here, apply online now, and then you're going to be able to get your EIN pretty quickly. And then after that, you're just going to be able to put it in here. It's going to ask you, and then click submit. All right, guys, so I just created the new account, and this is what it looks like when you just created it. So right here, you're going to be able to see all of your orders, your performance, your buyer messages, as well as your charges. So right here, it says there was a charge to your credit card for $49.59. So it seems like we've already been charged the professional selling fee because I already chose the professional plan. So of course, either I have to go and hurry up in finding a product, or I can just go and give Amazon a call if I don't think I'm going to find a product for a month or 2 months, right? So it really depends on you. If you chose individual, then you weren't charged at the very beginning. You're going to have to upgrade to professional anyway. So, I recommend just either getting it over with now or choosing individual at the beginning and then upgrading later. And so if I give you guys a quick little walkthrough, right here it says manage inventory. So right here is where you're going to be able to see your inventory as well as all of your pricing, your orders. Right here is PPC, which is advertising, which is actually an amazing way to advertise your products on Amazon. And so stores, reports, performance. So everything you need is here, and it's pretty easy to go through. And also I've got a lot of other amazing videos on my YouTube channel that talk about the Amazon Seller Central account specifically. All right, guys, now before we end off this video, I want to get into the top reasons why 99% of people do not get approved with Amazon FBA. Now, a lot of you won't have that problem, but a lot of you will also have that problem, especially if you are trying to sign up for an Amazon Seller Central account and your documents that you're trying to submit are not in English or they're not from the United States. And so I'm going to talk about the biggest reasons why you are getting delayed in your application with selling on Amazon and ways to fast forward it so you can actually concentrate on what's important, and that's finding products that will make you money. So the top reason why you might not get approved with selling on Amazon is that the documents that you're submitting are not easy to read and are not clear. And also they're not in English. Now, like I said, if you are not from the United States and your country's official language is not English, obviously your bank statement and your passport and your ID, they won't be in English either. And so how Amazon approves the documents when you are signing up for an Amazon Seller Central account, it's actually an AI robot, just like all of Amazon is nowadays, just like everything is nowadays in 2019. Everything is through, everything is automatic and everything runs through a robot. So that's why my biggest tip to you is to make sure that the documents that you're trying to upload are easy to read, they're clear, and they're translated in English. Now, you can go and either have them translated through a website called Upwork.com. That's an amazing freelancing website. I've personally hired a lot of my team on Upwork.com. So you can go and just find a translator for cheap to have your documents translated. Or I've also heard from a personal friend of mine here in Finland that he actually submitted his documents, and all he did was he took his documents that were in Finnish, which is the official language here in Finland, and he actually just put them in Microsoft Word and then just Google translated it into English, and then that worked. And before that, it wasn't working. So you can also try that. Now, mistake number 2 is not putting in the bank account that you're going to use in the future when you're actually making money, and a lot of money with your Amazon business. You're not putting in the bank account that you're going to use, like your business bank account, right? And you're just putting in like a temporary bank account, kind of like holding bank account in there. And so I recommend, trust me, this is from years of experience of selling on Amazon successfully. I highly recommend you don't put in just a random bank account in there. Make sure you put in a bank account, the bank account that you're actually going to use to deposit money from Amazon into that bank account for your business. It doesn't have to be a business bank account. It can be a personal bank account. Although if you already have a company or a corporation or an LLC in your home country, you've already set that up. You've already set an official business up with a business document, with business documents and everything like that. Then you can just go and put in that bank account. Or you can go and put in a personal bank account, but then you're gonna have to use that bank account for your whole business. So do not put in a random bank account just to start selling on Amazon as quickly as possible. Trust me, time right now will pay off in the long term, time that you put into this right now. You wanna make sure that your seller account is set up properly. You won't ever have to touch it again or worry about it ever again. Now, mistake number 3 is that a lot of beginners think that their storefront name on Amazon has to match your LLC name or your business, your official business name that you've set up in your home country. So for example, if you're from the United States, then you set up an LLC, which is a limited liability corporation. And so it's a myth. You don't have to have the same exact name on your storefront. It doesn't have to be the same as your LLC. So it can be literally anything. And then when you're actually filing your taxes for your business, so let's say your official LLC name is Best Tools and Hardware. On Amazon, it can literally be, Baby Pro, right? It doesn't have to be the same. And then when you're filing your taxes, you would just do Best Tools and Hardware, DBA, which means doing business as Baby Pro. But you don't have to worry about that until you're actually filing your taxes. So you don't have to have the same storefront name as your LLC. And now mistake number 4, and this is a mistake that a lot of Amazon beginners make, is that they niche themselves down with their Amazon storefront name. So they actually go and they, for example, baby, or they'll actually put their product name that they're selling. So let's say you just started selling barbecue gloves, you'll go and put Best Barbecue Gloves in the storefront name. That's a huge mistake because as soon as you're not selling barbecue gloves, well, then your storefront name doesn't reflect that. So what I always say is you want to make sure that your storefront name is as general as possible, but it still sounds good. So for example, like Cool Essentials, super generic name, but applies to a lot of niches, and you can have multiple brands, and you are going to have multiple brands under that same storefront name. And so that's why I recommend always having a general storefront name, and then you can set up separate brands under that storefront name on Amazon. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that your Amazon selling career is going to be an incredibly successful one, as it was for me. And I believe in you. I know that it will, as long as you never give up. My favorite quote is, if you never give up, you'll never fail. And so if you do want to get mentored by me, and if you want to learn how to make 6 or 7 figures a year on Amazon FBA, and you do not want to make all the stupid mistakes that I've made through especially my first years of selling, then go ahead. I invite you to sign up to the Ecom Freedom course. The link is down below, and my mentorship will be going away soon because my goal is to free 10,000 people to complete and personal financial freedom through the Ecom Freedom course. And so, of course, with that, I'm not going to be able to mentor 10,000 students. And so that's why, if you want to get mentored by me, make sure to join right now. The link is down below. And as soon as you get in there, there's going to be a link to contact me personally on my Facebook page, where I'll be able to go, and you're going to be able to send me your personal product ideas, and confidentially, of course, and I'm going to be able to tell you if it's good or not. Maybe the product is restricted, which I'll obviously tell you, and I pretty much know all the products right now because I launch new products every single week right now on Amazon and with Shopify. I've got a Shopify brand as well, so I'm really big into the e-com space, and in my opinion, it is the best way to achieve personal freedom and financial freedom right now in 2019, because it is, like I said at the beginning of the video, one of the biggest opportunities nowadays. It's a rising tide, and it's not going to stop. And now I also want to share with you guys a screenshot that one of my students, Samuel, that I personally mentored in the Ecom Freedom course, sent me. Samuel has made over 14,000. It's 14,000.05K USD in revenue in the month of March. And so I'm super happy for Samuel. And he said, this is a screenshot of my last 30 days. Thanks, Dan. Your course has helped me a lot. I'm going to be scaling to 2 new ASINs within the next 2 months. And so Samuel is an example of hundreds of other successful Ecom Freedom students that have gone through the course, that have applied the information, and that pushed through the obstacles, pushed through the failures, and succeeded in making their passive income dreams come true. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this one. Subscribe to the channel. For those of you joining Ecom Freedom, I'll see you in there. And yeah, follow me on Instagram, like the video. If you did, I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.